Good day, I am Lorette Dye. I'm the founder of Helios Art Healing Academy. If you are listening to this video or watching this video, then you have enrolled for our online course in art counseling. So therefore I want to say welcome. As a new student, we are very excited to have you, and it is going to be an amazing journey because this course is very intense but very insightful, I believe. Now, for you to start this course, obviously you had to make a very big decision because it's a very great commitment that you are making. And I just want to give you a little bit of an intro and an idea of what is happening in the field, not only in South Africa but all over the world, because we have students not only in South Africa but all over the world. So this field is very much in turmoil at this stage in the world, and it has been like that for a very long time. It actually was founded in America in the 1940s already, so it is more than 50 or about 50 years old. But still, they are very much confused about the boundaries, about what goes, what doesn't, how it should work. And one of the things that we've experienced and seen, and specifically in the US, is that most of the states don't acknowledge the field of art therapy as a field. They also don't have any registrations for that. So what happened now is that in most states, even if you have training in therapy and art and using art to do therapy or counseling, you actually can't work or register as an art therapist, and most of those states has gone into a marriage with the counselors, meaning that they have an agreement with the counselors and the boards for the counselors. And the people that study in this field overseas, now specifically US and in most states, then also register and work as counselors. Now that is very much the situation in South Africa as well. In South Africa we don't have a master's degree in art therapy. We don't have a registration. We have a registration for that, but it's for something that doesn't exist. So in other words, there's no possibility, unless you study overseas, come back and then apply to be registered as an art therapist. So there's a very limited in terms of open doors in South Africa. Now what we've done is we've adapted the course or in the field of work that we teach you how to use art as medium to work therapeutically in a counseling situation. So in effect, you will become an art counselor. You will also work as such. And today in South Africa, we have most of the people that work in this field work like that. And they find a lot of open doors. My students work at organizations. They work at many different places. They are employed, and they also start their own practice. Now, I want to enable you to do the best you can and be the best you can in this field. So let me just clarify a little bit more. What is possible today is you can either study overseas, come back to South Africa, apply to be your studies to be recognized, and go through a lot of things that you need to go, like practicals and so forth, to then eventually register as an art therapist. So that's a limited opportunity. Then also in South Africa you can study as a drama therapist or as a music therapist, but it's, in my opinion, a totally different field with a very much different focus. Then the other alternative is that you can study online through short courses, and you can become an art therapy life coach. Now, that is not bad training, it is not a bad option, but it's still very limited in what your scope is, in what you are taught and what you can do. And then there's the option of Helios Art Healing Academy. And what we do is we give you a very intensive and in-depth training, because I personally believe that unless you are well trained, you shouldn't work with people. So therefore our training includes supervision, it includes experientials, and that is also the reason why our courses are so difficult, because your experientials forces you to look at yourself. It forces you to look at who you are, what is your things that you struggle with, what are the things that you still have to deal with. And that's why we try to give you backup, and you can talk to some of the people that work at Art Healing Academy to enable you to work through those things. The way we think about it is that if you are not willing to look at your own challenges, how can you expect a client to look at their challenges? And how can you understand how difficult this process could be if you are not willing to go there yourself? But we really try to give you backup, and we really try to be there for you. Then in terms of supervision, we have in your first year already, towards the end, you have to work with clients. Now in South Africa, if you have theatre accreditation for a counselling course, that is a requirement. You have to work with clients, you have to do practical. Now if you do practical, obviously you need supervision because you are new. The course we designed in such a way that it is building blocks. So we don't send you to clients without prior knowledge and without a structure that we give you before the time. Again, I believe that's the responsible way to go. So we really try to look after our students and make sure that their learning experience is a good one that makes sense. So once you see clients, we are available for supervision. We are available that you can come to us, that you can ask questions about those clients, and we are always willing to help you and guide you as far as necessary. But at the end of the day, the question is, what is your passion? And what is your life purpose? And if you say that you believe this is your passion and this is your life calling, then I believe you have to find a way to make this your reality. Because then there are people out there that are waiting for you to have enough knowledge and enough abilities to go out, to go to them and help them through whatever challenges they might be going. So therefore today, I want to encourage you, no matter what the turmoil or the conflicts in this field might be, I want to encourage you to focus on your passion and your calling. And since you've started, that you will do anything possible to finish this. I commit from my side to do anything I can to enable you, to make this possible for you. And that you will be successful, and that you will go out and reach those people that you are supposed to reach. Now in the next few videos, I'm going to give you more information that you need in the field besides the material that we already sent you, besides the assignments that we already want you to do as part of your learning and growth. And I'm going to clarify certain things that might not be so clear when you just read the material. So please listen to all the videos, take some time, it's not going to take you that long, and hopefully this is the start of an amazing journey. From my side, Lorette Dye, I am once more very glad that you are one of my students.